Hello, YouTube. Here with the Piper. Smoked yesterday. I was smoking that stuff from Giles, the Dunhill. Forget what it's called. It wasn't too bad. It was probably the best Dunhill I've ever smoked. I actually smoked every bit of it. You know, it did change. The flavor changed, like all tobacco does, but it wasn't that bad. It's funny though, hey? Lots of people like Dunhill, but I'm just, it was alright. Needed that Lakeland fix today, so I'm smoking some G&H Vulcan mixture. In my Eric Stockeby 4th generation, 1936, I forget. Memory is absolutely shit. Why do they gotta put the numbers at a spot that you can't see it when you're smoking it? Serious design flaw. I don't even know where the numbers are. I wouldn't be able to make them out anyway. Are they there? No? Down that side? No? Are you kidding me? I'm going to sit here and try to find out the markings on here if it kills me. Yeah, there it is. Look, what a place to put that. 1931? What's that say? See that? I can't make that out. There's only one left I haven't tried. Just a little bit. I'm afraid because when he sent me the tobacco, the first one I tried was just, woo! I thought I was going to have to be going to the hospital. Holy shit, what a day. Beautiful. Oh, come on, stupid phone. I got Voxer on here, man, and I gotta say, that Voxer just sucks the life out of your phone. This is a Note 4, and it's just so slow. See. Well, yeah, I want to see the temperature. My thing over there says 30. 22 and overcast. Well, here's 22 and overcast. Does that look like overcast to you? That's some serious camera work right there. There we go. It says beauty face on my screen there, so I must be talking about me. I got my patio screen open and it was ripped up, so we taped it together until I get a new one put in, and the cats, I'm terrified they're going to get out. Fucking climate. It's the patio door. One guy's taking up the whole spot and the other guy's licking them, and they're gonna fight. Here's yesterday's project. I finally assembled that. It's a guitar pedal I was working on. There we go. Here's my missing piece right there. I'll substitute it. Sideways. Some nice work there. You can see the lines that I scratched in it. To line all the knobs and shit up. I had to drill this all out, so I was going to wing it. And I put the power jack in the back instead on the side. You can see there's not much room in there. I'm used to working with these size cases. See, that one's a bit smaller. The next one's going to be even smaller. But yeah, these two. This is a Klon Centaur overdrive. This is a TS-808 tube screamer. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. I guess them Klon Centaurs. If you could find an original one, they only made about a few thousand of them, I think. And if you can find one, they're worth thousands of dollars. So that's a modified circuit. Somebody took the circuit and changed it a little bit, and then I took it and changed it a little bit. See, this was never on the original, that little switch, so you can change diodes on the fly. Change some little diodes there. I'm using the old stock germanium diodes. They're probably 50-60 year old parts, brand new, that have just been sitting around. They don't make them anymore because there's better equipment. Now it's all about, reliability and, make things faster or whatever, cheaper. I mean, that's fine for most stuff, but with audio, it doesn't always work that way. So I have friggin' tube amps sound so awesome. And if you're in Europe, it would be a valve amp. Best amplifiers come out of the UK. Marshall, Vox, High Watt, Orange. Got to be more. Yeah. I like Fender amps. I don't like them at all. But anyway, so that works. So I put them two together. That's the tube screamer is supposed to be the cat's ass of the overdrives, but it all depends on your amplifier. Sounds good on my amp, may not sound good on your amp. So that new pedal I built, I hooked it up to the breadboard and made sure that I soldered it right and it worked, so that's good. And then when I assembled it, I had some time. I was up until like after midnight trying to get that thing to work. To get all the drilling and lining everything up and then wiring it up and then finding out what's shorting out. It's jammed in there and routing wire so that it's not, then this fucking wire would rip off. I had to resolder that, and you gotta get all the solder out of the little hole pad, they call it, and the desoldering braid, and I fucking burned myself. And it sounds pretty cool. When I finally got it working last night, I said, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. So I was dying to stick it on my Marshall in the basement, but it was too late. Like, that amp is so loud that you couldn't hear gunshots if you were standing next to it. So anyway, I took both those pedals down, the tube screamer and the clone. I built both of them, the Klon Centaur and the TS-808 tube screamer. Both of them slightly modified. And the tube screamer is more transparent. Now what that means is that when you could set it a certain way, that just gives you more bite, gives you more boost, more distortion. And it's all in your pick. It's all you get. It's how you feel it when you're playing your guitar. It's really hard unless you've experienced it. It's hard to explain, but it's a clean boost. But it's more transparent. You click it on, and the tone of the amp is still there, and it just sounds. You got more bite, more sustain, it's more gain. And the clone has a lot more distortion. It's an overdrive, but it has a lot more distortion. But as you turn it up, it has the gain knob blends your clean signal with your dirty signal. So it's pretty unique. So it's called wet and dry. Is what they call that in the biz. So they combine the wet and dry as you turn them up. You put more of the wet signal in it. That's your modified signal. Your dry signal is your clean signal. Right, so it goes in and then it comes out. So that's dry and that's wet. So wet and dry. And as you turn that, it changes it. But it sounds good on its own. It changed the tone of the amp, but it sounded really good. So now I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to unscrew it, all the components, very carefully. And then I'm going to take that enclosure and I might rusticate it. I don't got a blaster, so. And smooth, if I did a smooth finish like this, it would all chip off and paint. The paint would all, and everything would chip off because it's aluminum. And I don't have a powder coating kit. I might keep it. If I would keep it, I'll just leave it the way it is, stick it on my board. I might bring my board out and clean it up. If I want to do another channel about do-it-yourself stuff. But yeah, it sounds pretty good. And I think what I'm going to do is just like sand it down, take a Dremel, and put some kind of funky designs on it with a wire brush or something, and then clear coat it. Just label it, put some small little labels on it: tone, volume, gain, in, out, 9 volt, DC. Kind of like that. These are water slides. Yeah, there's a cool little design that I put on that one with a Dremel and some clear coat. And that's just a wire brush doing circles. You can see how it all the paint chips on it. Like it happened in a day. If you use paint that's anodized paint, you can see through it. Who knows? Yeah, I'm going to start on that little guy today. I'm going to make a clone of a Big Muff. I got 2 of these to make. And there's those circuits you can modify the shit out of. And depending on what year they make the Big Muff, they're all over the place, right? They're not like that Centaur. You can find them anywhere, but the pies, depending on, or the pie, sorry, that's a version. The Big Muff, depending on when they made them, they sound a bit different. So there's like the pie, the New York, I think it's a New Yorker, Russian, triangle, op amp. Yeah, I'm going to try, I hope it's like a fuzzy distortion. So anyway, I'm going to try one of them. I got one in the house there, it sounds pretty good, but I don't know what specs it is. Back to pipes. Smoking the Balkan. Love my Lakeland. Yeah, but the stuff I got from Giles was pretty good. Alright. I'll let you all go. Confusing the hell out of you. So I want to separate my channels, keep this on one channel, keep my pipes on another. Anyway, but thanks for watching. If you want to take care, we'll see ya.